All right, I have returned that welding machine to my grandsons, to him. Saw my wife, she's over there washing clothes at their house. Road's a little rough here. And so I think I'm going to stop by their hardware store. It's called Harding's here in Republic, and see if they have a long-handled brush that for washing cars. See about washing my pickup and maybe the car a little bit later. There is a car wash in town, but it's one of those, self-serve. You drive through and that sprays down kind of a thing. And I can see it from our house. And here you'd have to wash your car so many times. Probably be just as easy for me to do it. In fact, I know it would be just as easy for me to do it myself at our place. So I'm going to get that, see if they have one of those brushes. I have one probably in storage, but buried in the storage unit, doing that. Then I'm going to try to start washing. I said that washing that acetone mop on the concrete on the floor. I also, before I can put the sealer down, and I probably with this kind of sealer I'm using, it's probably not that much of an issue, but I need to find some kind of caulk that I can use to fill that the saw cut. They cut an expansion joint when they pour concrete. They cut expansion joints in ever so often. So it's like a cross kind of cut our slab into 4 parts, and I'll want that filled anyway so that it doesn't gather dirt and that kind of stuff inside it. So I got to figure out what kind of, I don't know if you want to just use silicone sealer. I don't want to use white. My wife and I talked about it. She thinks clear would be better than white. And I don't know if I should use silicone. If somebody maybe has a good suggestion for me, I'd appreciate that. What kind of caulk I should use in there. And if you have a suggestion about, I'm going to use just an inexpensive kind of concrete sealant. I'm going to give it an acetone mop, and then I'm going to use a concrete sealant. We've already taken a scrub brush and scrubbed it down, washed it, soaked the concrete in water and in Dawn dish soap and washed it down real good, then rinsed it and vacuumed all that off with a shop vac, and now I'm going to use the acetone to clean it. I saw somewhere that that's recommended. Going to do that, and then once I've got that done, then my next step will be to put in that sealant, put on the caulking. Give me a recommendation if you have a recommendation for what kind of caulking I should use, and then I'm going to do that sealant rather than the epoxy. I think the epoxy has a more permanent, and really it's a look that I'd love to have. It's just not something that I'm willing to pay to have done, and not something that I'm certain that I'd be able to do well by myself. So that's where that is. All right, I'm almost to the hardware store, Harding's Hardware, and see if I can find myself a brush to wash my cars with, and I'll talk to you later.